Namaskar, friends, and I'm very sure that many of you are holding some positions for the elections. I think the exit polls. Let's look at the exit polls 2024. BJP NDA to surpass 400. So this is as per Mint, and various uh, updates are flowing in, uh, and it looks like the possibilities of. Let's look at this. So here we see that the exit poll says that BJP NDA to surpass. So it looks like a very positive news, and most of our friends are actually holding longs. If I when I look into the WhatsApp groups, everybody is saying that 23,000, 24,000. In fact, Nifty people, I heard, uh, can go to 50,000 in the next 4 5 years and all that from top analyst. So while we are looking at this various news, there is a lot of euphoria, and what do you say? If you also look at this news, Modi says stock market will hit record high on 4th June. Should you invest more? So this is a question I think we all should really look at before trading, and just a few thoughts of mine which I think I would like to share here. Very simple. If you look at Reliance, okay, few of the stocks, yes, heavyweights like Reliance, HDFC are not at all-time highs. Some stocks are at all-time highs. Nevertheless, let's look at Nifty. If you see Nifty has actually made a big bull run, and then for a couple of days almost has been falling. On Friday we saw a kind of a range bound movement, and it was like inside candle, whatever you call it as. Whereas when you look at Bank Nifty, this is Bank Nifty, it is kind of it is holding this support of 48 880 888. This is our let me just share you the important level for Bank Nifty, which I'm expect if I, which I feel if can hold, we can definitely see some positive result. This level has to hold. Anything Bank Nifty moving below 48 740 700, then it is actually market man moved 47, sorry, 48 4 333 or 48 220 levels also. So while I am talking about this, few things I want to uh, bring to notice of option traders, buyers especially, not the writers. Mostly I will just show you. Let's look at Nifty 22,500 or at least, or let's look at 600 call June expiry. If you see, from 348 this went to 450. What is the we have taken? We are looking at almost 100 points away. What is the premium? 450 400 levels. Whereas, of course, there is a calculation to make it. I think minus 22 600 minus this. There's a calculation. So the premiums are heavy. They're very. We all know aware that premiums are very highly biased or very high, where it is challenging to trade. So we look at Nifty 24,000. I think 23. Sorry, 22 900 was what I was looking at. If you see this also, it is sorry now 23 900. No, 50 23 200. Nifty 22,300 call. Okay, June. If you look at this also, why am I getting only Nifty 22? Okay, Nifty 23,200 call June. Okay, 23,200. If we look at this also, of course, this is mood, from negative to positive. But let's look at India VIX. I will just share you the level of India VIX before, what is the level I am expecting India VIX on 23rd to 24th. Let me just, this is the level we can expect. This is not my level. Let me just take you, let us look at, go back. What we'll do is we'll go back to the previous, when was the last Lok Sabha elections? I think 20. This is an important analysis which our observation I want you all to look at. What was India VIX? It went to on, okay, this is India VIX here, 29. This is COVID, of course. I think the last Lok Sabha elections, it was went to 20, it went to, okay, yeah. So now if you see, what was the VIX? On the day of elections, it went up to 30. But during the exit polls, look at the VIX, it fell. So what typically will happen when the VIX falls? We all know the premiums will fall. Right now, the premium Nifty 23,000 call, because many of them are expecting this and they're holding this, is currently at 238. The moment the VIX falls from 2930, it goes to 20 levels. Do you know what will the premium? What will what will be the premium of this? It can come to half. So as an option buyer, we need to be very careful, very careful, because if sometimes even your stop loss will not get triggered because the volatility will be very high, especially in Sensex, of course. Let's look at also, let us go back again. We'll also do another thing. We will also put Nifty here. Okay, we will go back to the same 1905. Let's also look at what happened to Nifty. It fell down. Okay, so while India VIX moved down, from 30 to 20 levels or even 15, 16 levels in just 1 or 2 days, the Nifty also moved down, of course, and then there was a good rally after a few days. We'll also go back. We'll also go back to 2014 Lok Sabha elections. Here, of course, there was a positive rally. Market went up. Same. Let us look at India VIX on 2014. What happened to India VIX? Here again, you see index up to 40 levels. Okay, and then it from 40 it went to 24 in a day. It fell 24, 29, 20, and 20 levels. So I'm sure you are able to understand what can happen to the premiums which are right now at double of what it can be. Okay, so having said that, I want you all to be careful. One, number two, what would be the best strategy? Okay, let us see what can be the best strategy. Okay, let's go to abstracts. Uh, there's a simple strategy which I was trying to understand, share. Uh, because if you are, and most of us are working class, and then it is going to be very tough for all of you to keep watching the market and trade. Uh, of course, PCR is I think oversold in Nifty and Bank Nifty. I want you all to look at what could be the simplest strategy we can. Where is okay? This is the strategy builder. So here, which option premium to sell? The simplest way is to go non-directional. Since we are bullish, we can go long call or bull call spread or bull, you know. While we are doing that, I also want you to understand. I think in sensible, we will be able to see the delta, because it is also important we know which options to sell. Okay, here right now the price of the market is somewhere at 22,500, right? This is the current 500 is the current price. The delta values are 0.45 and 0.55. The simple way where we can safely trade is to sell the delta, which is zero point 0.2, which is 23,200. Okay, 23,000. Let's look at options. 23,000, 23,200 or 23,400, where the delta will be somewhere at okay, this is the call side. So here we are not buying, we are selling. We add this position, and then on the put side, okay, 22,100. So 21,900. 21,900 put can be sold. I think so. If you are calculating 20, let's add this, and then we'll see what was the prices of each. So probability of profit is coming at 58%. Maximum profit we can make with just one lot of selling is 25,000, and the margin, estimated margin, is around 85. So don't you think it is a good return? In fact, I think I am not able to get the exact deltas. Give me just a minute. Let me choose the right because I'm looking. It is better to, as I mentioned, better to sell the. I hope you are able to hear me, because most times, uh, I get to hear that most of them are not able to hear me very well. So give me 1 minute and let's look at Nifty options. I'm looking in the mobile, so I'll get the right. I don't want to take away your time. So choose the delta. Again, I'll repeat. Choose the delta which, okay, in I think it in 5 paisa we are able to get the delta values, because here somehow I'm not getting the right delta. I want the delta. I'm not able to scroll up where I can see point 0.2 now, right? So Nifty Greeks. So I think in the mobile also I'm not able to get the right, but choose the delta which is right now. This delta is 22,500. Delta is point 0.4 0.45, or 22,100 is point 0.3. Choose the delta value is which is lesser to point 0.2, 0.19, like that. That will be a better choice. So if you're able to get, like for example, here we have chosen 22. I have chosen the wrong actually. Let me edit this position. It should be 23,400. 23,400 call. We have sold. Okay, let's modify. Okay, so 261 and 261. If you see, if you see, okay. Anyways, so the maximum probability of profit, even if the market goes down, goes up, is around 60%. In fact, I think 23,500 also, or 23,450 also will be a better chance. Let's choose 23,500 and see, modify, and 21,800. So, so the farther the way, of course, the premiums. See, one thing is very simple. The premiums are very high, right? So, in fact, if you want to reduce the margin, right now it is asking you a margin. So, what we can even do is buy 25,000 call. Price is 50. You can even choose 25,900 or 25,600. 25 400 5 4 200. Now data. Okay, so we can add, we can buy this 25,000 call, and 21,000 or 20,900 or 20,500. Put 20,000. This is to, of course, reduce basically. Yeah, you can put 2,500 because your maximum losses are. Uh, let's look at this 20. Let's look at 200. So just by adding 3 rupees put side, let's look at what happens to the margin. Your margin requirement also has come down, right? So on the call side also 25 will probably choose 25, 25 300. I think there's that's the last premium. So I what I'm trying to say is, okay, wait, 25,000, 20,000 put. Okay, so you are reducing your investment. Your maximum loss will be around minus 29. Of course, your maximum profit, it has come down because, but if you don't have these two positions, maximum loss, of course, it says undefined. But what I can say is you can still have a stop loss, and then, wait. sorry. So there's different strategies you can adopt if you want to. Apart from that, there is also the straddle strategy where you buy call and put, and the only problem is if India VIX falls, then both sides of the premium can be eaten away. So another thing I want to try to we are trying to understand, we were discussing with our friends. Uh, if you know, remember, okay, this is the positions we are holding. We have Bank Nifty call side, which is in position. We are also holding puts, but this is monthly expiry. You will notice 27th June puts, we are it's in profit. And if it comes down, we will, we will not be in major loss because our entries are of 120. Last traded price is 190. Of course, we'll try and reduce. With morning itself, we'll come to know the market direction. We will see, and then we will try and manage these positions. Uh, the other thing I wanted to discuss about is, if you all remember, there is lot of uh, Modi says stock market will go on fourth. So, see, this is, I think, somehow, of course, you need to, this may not apply for options, but yes, this may apply for equities. But which are the equities? I think equities like but, uh, L&T, equities like public sector banks, public sector banks, which could be a focus because if BJP comes, mostly they would be focusing on these, and also Titan, and then Adani Group. So we will have to just look at that and trade accordingly. For tomorrow, of course, these are my stock picks. I am looking at Wipro. I'm looking at Hindustan Copper. I'm looking at Deepak Nitrate, Aarti Industries, HDFC Life, Cummins India, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Aro Pharma, L&T, TCS, India Cement, and Motherson Sumi. So these are the stocks. FNO picks intraday tomorrow. We will be watching if with possibilities of good positive. I mean, not exactly a positive mode. It can move downside also. If at all, we will basically we will be looking at this. We are limiting ourselves because we cannot trade all the stocks or watch all the stocks. We are limiting these stocks. What I see here in Motherson Sumi is if you see here, it is already broken out. So and coming down. So we may not get a real an opportunity tomorrow. And here, if you see, Hindustan Copper is trading in this range. In case it, you know, there's of course it is in the downtrend. There's a strong possibility that it can, if you see the pattern, it may move up and then come down, or it may just continue moving up also. So accordingly, we will trade, but uh, what I can also say is since this is intraday, so it is basically consolidating in this range. I would possibly look to buy this if it moves above, or rather, I would possibly look to add about 358.8 and then go more strong about 362 or 364. And then, we will look at targets of 370 also. Uh, and Deepak Nitrate is also the same. I would, if you see here, this is the pattern, price pattern which is we creating. The market is stuck in this range. There can be a strong upside move. So in case it moves strongly with give us a positive confirmation, then we'll go long. So let's hope tomorrow. I am sure most of you holding huge positions. I would request you all to trade safe. Don't be overconfident because we will never know the result until 4th June. But I want you to remember this. and come back and comment if BJP votes are above 350, then definitely market sentiments are going to be positive. If it is below 330, below, market sentiments can be slightly negative. If you feel right, please do comment on the uh, comment box, and post 4th of June also, please come back and let me know if these observations are right. Thanks for joining. God bless you all. Take care and God bless you all.